There's something wrong still, of course there is. Though still I've said, oh, do I deserve to be? Basically put together my own version of Alive by Pearl Jam and practiced it every day for about a month straight. When I found out I was accepted to play the talent show, I wanted to put on the best performance I could. By the opening night of the talent show, I went on second to last. And I've never been more nervous in my life at that point. I almost felt like throwing up. It was a lot different than just playing on my bed in my room at home, getting ready to go out in front of 200 plus people and playing guitar and singing. At that moment, like I realized, wow, that's first of all, that's the best feeling I've ever had in my life so far, and I think that's something I want to try to pursue.
I'm a story untold as I watch it unfold. I'm just a guilty bystander. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to act. I don't know if it's wrong or right. But what if I'm wrong?
When I moved down to Raleigh from New York, I lived in New York City for 3 years. While living in New York, I came up with the idea of one day wanting to move to LA. Raleigh became a stepping stone to moving out to LA in my mind, because my brother Chris and my brother Greg both live in the Triangle area here. And Chris was moving here from Virginia and decided to buy a townhouse, and invited me to stay with him and save money for a few months before I moved out to LA. That was in 2003. So I decided to stick around this area for a while. In 2005, I was up to three nights, playing 3 nights a week, like consistently. And I was waiting tables, and I was making in one night playing music, what I would possibly make after 2 or 3 nights of waiting tables. And I was like, I started doing the math, and I was like, if I just pick up one more gig this week or each week, I could just quit waiting tables and just play music. And I was, a bachelor at the time, and didn't have a lot of responsibilities as far as bills go. And I was like, well, as long as I make X amount of dollars, I could just play music full time and concentrate on during the day writing new material, new original material. And basically a means to an end would be going out and playing cover songs. So right now, and since 2005, I've made it as far as, like, in my mind, my goal was to make music make money and make a living off of playing music alone, which is great. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. As far as some of the other jobs I've had over the years, I'd much rather be strumming a guitar and singing. No matter if it's my song or somebody else's song, I'd rather be doing that than waiting tables.
pack my suitcase.
You know what? What about the beginning of the intro?
So that'll be one of the last things we do. Sunrise is calling. They can't be denied. Give me your love.
Crank it.
As I walk out the door, and I carry it always until I come on back for more. I do this for love, I do this for sanity, I do this for your love is the compass that guides me. It's what saved me before. It will save me.
So we were doing sound check, and I decided to go to the bar to get a beer, and saw an independent weekly sitting on the bar there. The last time I read anything about myself or the band in the Independent Weekly was a all-out like bashing of my Sunflower EP that I put out in 2008, saying that it was basically a pile of shit. And there's no like support for like the fact that I was a local guy trying to do his thing. It just said, yeah, this is crap. That's what we think, so you should think the same thing. And basically don't check it out because you'll be disappointed. It's like, that's great support for local music, you know?
LA, here we come. Jason Adamo Band.
Jason's guitar player Doug and I met through an amp show, a guitar and amp show. He came into my booth, played my amp, and really, really liked it. The amp that we had actually was an amp that had been out on loan to Buddy Miller. And as soon as Doug heard that, he got all excited because Buddy Miller's one of his idols. And he said, I have to have that amp. I want a Fuchs amp, but I want that Fuchs amp. So we forged a partnership maybe 2 years ago. Doug came on board as an endorser. We love, my wife and I both love what Jason does. His music is great, his voice is phenomenal. And he's one of a number of our endorsers that we say, man, that guy deserves to really take off. And we're really optimistic. We're hopeful that Jason gets the right breaks because he deserves it.
Dreams we used to share.
Jason Adamo, Adamo. But this is under Jason Adamo Band. So this is his new song called Foundation. I cannot wait for the new album coming out.
We've been thinking about life and living without one another.